Shipwrecks. Cloaks of invisibility.
Soufflés. Nazis? The act of war and the world of sharks overlap in some weird ways.
So strap in.
'Cause this is wilder than anything we can dream up. Just offshore live the undisputed kings and queens of North Carolina sharkdom, the Sandtiger shark.
They look scary, but I'm not going to sell you a bill of goods.
These snaggletooth giants can't slice through meat like the usual Shark Week A-listers. They're much cooler than that.
They grab prey and swallow it whole. So unless you fit in their relatively small mouth, you're safe.
Diving with these sharks is sublime,
if you can get to them.
and this is where we reach part one of the war story. The World Wars made it a lot closer to our shores than most people realize. A few miles off North Carolina, there are tons of wrecks.
Warships, German U-boats.
Nazis. I hate these guys.
The ugliest aspect of humanity, warfare, is responsible for an amazing marine habitat. I wouldn't exactly call it a badge of honor, but we've created migratory rest stops for animals moving up and down the East Coast. The Sandtigers have figured out all sorts of life hacks on these wrecks.
See how they just float? Most sharks will sink to the bottom if they stop swimming.
Sandtigers go to the surface and gulp air into their stomachs. It helps them maintain buoyancy back at the seafloor. And get this, they can burp it back up to adjust their depth.
They can also pump water across their gills, so they don't need to swim in order to breathe.
These two adaptations allow the sharks to just hover, waiting for unsuspecting prey to swim by.
Another life hack? Watch this. Bada bing. Groups of small fish hang out around the sharks for protection, and the shark uses them as a cloak of invisibility.
It's a relationship developed over millions of years of evolution. These wrecks, these products of human conflict, have helped the Sandtigers immensely. And on a somewhat dark flip side, we have tried to harness the power of sharks to improve our ability to wage war.
It's a fish! It's a shark! No, wait, it's a robot with fins. The US Navy putting their Ghost Swimmer unmanned vehicle to the test.
This Robo Shark is part of a project called Silent Nemo.
You know what it's really for?
What's that? What?
For spying.
Well,
That's a spy fish.
yeah, I mean, it's a spy fish. Silent Nemo coming in.
By the way, if you do catch one, watch the bones. Horrible.
He really stuck the landing on that one, didn't he?
This shark and his relatives are long-established enemies of man.
The military has been frustrated at times by the nature of sharks.
He is a wicked, unpredictable opponent.
They've even tried to turn them into suicide bombers. Surprisingly, the sharks didn't cooperate. During World War II, Julia Childs,
Soufflé, Grand Marnier.
yes, that Julia Childs, was part of a government effort to create shark repellent. The Navy was trying to prevent sharks from accidentally detonating underwater explosives, aimed, of course,
In it goes to the oven.
at German U-boats. It always comes back to the Nazis, doesn't it? Back on the wrecks of North Carolina, the only thing on the mind of the Sandtiger sharks is the survival of their species. And scientists have new evidence that these wrecks are important mating and birthing grounds. All they can do is eat, reproduce, and hope for the best. But we can also take action to give these sharks even better odds in this rapidly changing world. And it doesn't involve bombs, war, or thankfully, Nazis.
There'll be much more shark content coming on Shark Tales, so please subscribe.